Welcome to day 17. Today we're going to reframe for change. Today we're going to focus on gentle transformation, and our helper will be Saint Germain of the Violet Flame. When we have a habit we'd like to change or a new behavior we'd like to acquire, our first response is usually criticism. But if you've ever tried to negotiate with a child, then you know that telling them what you don't want them to do doesn't work. It pretty much ensures that they're going to do exactly what you ask them not to do. For today, we are going to be working with our inner child. So instead of telling yourself what you don't want yourself to do, we're going to make a big deal about what you do want yourself to do. And you don't even mention the thing you don't want yourself to do. Pretend you're that child, that 2-year-old child, and you say, don't touch that light socket. Well, I guarantee you they're going to be over at that light socket examining it every different way. But if you hold up a brightly colored toy and divert their attention and get all excited about that toy, they will lose interest in that light socket immediately. That's what we have to do for ourselves today. It's out of sight, out of mind thinking, and it always works. So, we're going to take the same kind of approach with ourselves that we would when we think about the habits that we'd like to change. So, let's pretend you have a child that you want to introduce to peas. And you might say, hey, I want you to eat these peas because they're yummy and they're good for you, and I don't want you to eat potato chips. Okay, well, you've already lost the game. What you have to do is say, look at these peas. Oh, they're this beautiful green color, and they're round. Wow, you can roll them around on your plate. They're yummy. Don't you think they're yummy? Your child is going to be eating all of those peas so quickly and so delightedly that you'll have to make more. But if you used the approach, stay away from those potato chips, the only thing they're going to be interested in is the potato chips. For today, let's go back to our example about those 10 extra pounds that we used when we were learning to love our bodies. And today, let's add on a habit that we want to break that may have been responsible for adding on those 10 pounds. So the habit that you want to break is late night snacking. As always, if this is not your problem, this is just an example. You substitute what is the thing that you would like to change. But for our example, we're going to pretend that we snack on ice cream, cookies, and other junk food late at night. So, get out a piece of paper and a pen and write down the habit. I would like to acquire more healthy eating habits. Notice that I didn't frame it, I want to stop eating junk food. If I said I want to stop eating junk food, I make stop eating junk food the most important thing in my life. I put all of my focus on junk food. And it's really hard to get out of your own way when your attention is focused on the thing that you don't want. So you would reframe it and say, I'd like to acquire healthier eating habits. So what are you focusing on now? Healthier eating. We didn't mention one negative thing. We just said healthier eating. After you've figured out how to reframe your habit into one that's positive, I want you to write underneath why you want to do this. What benefit are you going to be gaining? Well, one of the things, if you begin to adopt healthier eating habits, you will probably lose weight, you'll feel better, You'll have more energy. You may even think that you look better. So you list all of the positive things that you can come up with that you will acquire when you change your habit. Nothing negative can be on the list. If you feel negative about a situation, just leave it off or reframe it in a positive way. Don't put anything on the list that calls to mind the negative or bad habit that you want to break. You just completely put it out of mind, out of sight, and focus on the new thing that you do want. You can make your list as long as you possibly can. Make it compelling. Get excited. Remember the green peas. Oh my gosh, I bet they roll around. Look at that beautiful green color. Oh, they are going to taste so yummy. Get excited. You're talking to your inner child, and the inner child loves to be persuaded with enthusiasm. Now, I ask you to create your circle of white light, and for today, just for the sake of time, I'm not going to go through the whole relaxation process and opening up your chakras. I've already shown you how to do that. So take a deep breath, close your eyes, and relax, relax, relax. Relax the lower body. Breathe in love and acceptance for every part of yourself. Let go of anxiety. Let go of resistance. Relax the middle area of your body, back and front. Breathing in deeply, allow the breath to relax you fully. And now relax the upper part of your body. Breathe deeply. Relax completely. Take another deep breath of relaxation and allow your entire body to relax. Place your attention on your higher self point, which is 10 to 12 inches above the crown. Waiting in the energetic circle there are many helpers, but the most prominent one today is Saint Germain. He is the keeper of the violet flame, and you may be seeing purple or violet in your energetic field through your third eye. Allow the energy of violet to come down through your higher self point into the crown, the midbrain area, third eye, midbrain, alta major, throat, thymus, heart, solar plexus, sacrum, root, down through the pranic tube, blessing the earth and everything in it and on it, down into the heart of Mother. We bring the energy of the violet flame, the energy of transformation to Mother with our love. And she offers us the gift of renewal and regeneration, bringing this combined stream of energy up through the pranic tube. We bless the root, the sacrum, solar plexus, heart, thymus, throat, nape of the neck, alta major, midbrain, third eye, crown, up through the higher self point, we give this gift of transformation to God, who adds their energy of completion and perfection, their energy of abundance and love. And we send this out into all universes known and unknown, and down upon the earth and everything in it and on it. The most sacred portion of this energy now goes down through your higher self point and into your heart. Use that energy to create your circle of white light, your sacred circle, where you are safe and loved. Using the energy of the lower three chakras, create a support beam that comes up and spreads out underneath that sacred circle. And with your third eye, look into the circle. Call yourself as you are now, and then call your inner child. And allow the child to come at whatever age they need to come. Whatever age this behavior of rebellion or of not wanting to do something, even though it may be very beneficial to you, just not wanting to do it, whatever age is appropriate for you. The first thing I want you to do is give your inner child a hug and tell them you love them just the way they are. And now we're going to get ready for some gentle transformation using the violet flame. In your circle, Saint Germain has come with an absolutely fabulous copper cauldron. It's like a magic kettle. You will notice underneath this kettle that there is a violet flame. And he now invites you and your inner child to step up to this cauldron. You cannot be burned. This is transformational flame. It cannot hurt you. It will only help you offer gentle transformation. As you step up to the cauldron, I want you to think about all of the habits that you have that you don't like and how they make you feel. The inner child is also asked to step up to the cauldron, and the inner child is given the opportunity to let go of any resistance to transformation. So the inner child will be thinking about all of the reasons why resistance is a good thing. You will be thinking about all of the habits you may have that you dislike, or any quality that you have that you dislike, and why that quality is, why you want to get rid of that quality. So now you're at the cauldron, and you just allow all of this that you don't like to come pouring out into the cauldron. Pouring out everything. Reach down to the bottom of your feet, right down to your toes, and pull up anything that you don't like about you. Any habit, any attitude, anything that feels as though it is not self-loving. Just pull it up and put it in the cauldron. On you, 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 on you. Continue going with this until you feel free from all of these attitudes or habits or behaviors that you may feel have been holding you back. On you, on you, on you, on you, on you, on you, on you. Now that kettle might be pretty full, but as I mentioned before, it's a magical kettle. So even if it's overflowing, it will have just expanded. It can hold whatever amount you need to put into it. Now, you and your inner child step into this cauldron. And as you place yourself inside, you will notice that the violet flame begins consuming everything inside. The flame grows larger until it reaches the top of your head and comes together like it's totally encased you inside of it. You're completely encased within the violet flame. As you are standing within the cauldron inside this violet flame, we are going to repeat a little poem. I was introduced to this poem in a book entitled The Violet Flame, written by Elizabeth Clare Prophet. She recommends in the book that you use this violet flame 5 to 15 minutes on a daily basis. And if you choose to get her book, you can get it from Amazon, Violet Flame by Elizabeth Clare Prophet. She has many violet flame decrees there at the end of her book that you can repeat. For today, we're going to repeat a very simple one. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Repeating after me, I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Repeating once more, I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Let's say that one more time. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. The violet flame will move through your energetic field and clear out any impurities, any places where you have held on to negative emotions, negative beliefs, or limiting beliefs. It's sort of like getting in the washing machine for your energetic field. Let's repeat that one more time. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity that God desires. It's easy, it's simple. You can repeat it throughout the day. You don't have to be in a meditative state in order to repeat it. Just imagine that you are stepping within the violet flame. Allow the entire flame to encase you and repeat the poem one more time. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity that God desires. You keep repeating that little poem. You keep allowing the violet flame to surround you. And as you are repeating this, as you are reminding yourself that you are within this violet flame and all of the negativity is being consumed and transformed by this flame, you will notice that the flame will change its color from purple to clear, or perhaps an opalescent color with sparkles inside of it. You want to keep going with this prayer and with this process until your flame has changed from purple to clear. Then you know that your energetic field has been changed from negative to positive. So let's repeat that one more time. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. for today, since you have me with you, I'm going to tone a little bit for anybody who is having trouble getting that flame to change from violet to clear. In the beginning, sometimes we can be a little resistant, so I will tone for you on your to help you. Remember, on your is God's self-adjusting light. On you, 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 on you. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity that God desires. I do want to add that God does not dislike you or stop loving you because you're not pure. This is merely a poem. It is not a decree from God. And so what you want to make sure that you remember is that you are always perfect in God's eyes. And the soul that you are is separate from the physical being who is engaging in these different challenges here on this planet. The soul is always perfect and always connected to God. But we do know that when we hold on to negative beliefs and negative attitudes, it's very difficult, well, no, it's impossible for us to get to those higher vibrations of love, joy, and peace. So in this case, to make it rhyme, they just used the words, I am the purity God desires. Well, it's really us that is doing the desiring. We want to get up to those higher levels of love, joy, and peace so that we can commune more freely with God. And in those levels, yes, we are pure. We have let go of limiting beliefs, of negative beliefs, and of things that are holding us back. So, now you know how to use the violet flame with the assistance of Saint Germain. Let's do our affirmation for today. I want you to get used to the idea that it is easy for you to do things. And when you change a habit, when you reframe a belief, it's basically that you are making a promise to yourself. You are promising yourself that you're now going to look at yourself in this new way. So our affirmation for today is, I am able to easily keep my promises to myself. Repeating after me, I am able to easily keep my promises to myself. Let's say that one more time, repeating after me. I am able to easily keep my promises to myself. You are magnificent. You are wonderful and you are worthy. And yes, it is easy for you to reframe any of the old beliefs into wonderful, positive, transformed beliefs that will lead you into joy and love and abundance. Have a wonderful day. Sending you my love.